Hey, looks like we're recording. So I am trying out a completely new video editing software. This is called VideoPad. I just want to see if it works, so I'm going to do a test recording. Today I'm going to show you the workout routine that I do every single morning. It's something I invented. It's called a Dyatomec routine. Dyatomec is an acronym. It stands for dance, yoga, aerobics, tai chi, Om, meditation, and eye contact. So there's 7 elements to this. The first 30 minutes of a diatomic routine is usually some kind of motivational talk. I listen to Zig Ziglar, Les Brown, Tim Ferriss,
That which you do not hate, you
Ed
will eventually
Milet.
tolerate.
Hey,
And I think that
here we have Ed Milet right
identifies
now.
most people's lives. In other words,
Yeah, Ed Milet. Let's see. Man, I can name a whole lot of motivational speakers that I listen to. Let's see, the Mushroom Guys. No, for real. So 30 minutes at the beginning of a diatomic routine is just motivational speaking, some type of educational talk. You can find myriad things online on YouTube. I just download some type of audio online.
into your life and what the outward part of your life is going to look like. And
This is
so
Ed Milet
I
talking
live
right
by
now.
that. Like I let myself sort of feel the pain and the difficulty.
So this is my first diatomic audio track that I made. I've got 10 of them made at the moment. I make them continually. I try to keep it fresh. I make these diatomic routines, the soundtracks anyway, just to keep myself interested and motivated to do the routine. But the purpose of the routine is exercise, mental health, physical health. And so I start out with 30 minutes every single morning of just stretching, kind of putting things away. I make my bed every morning. I drink a good glass of water. Usually put a quarter teaspoon of creatine into my water. Helps with the muscle size and everything. You can tell my muscles are super big. But anyway, I add some creatine to my water. Drink that first thing in the morning. I make my bed. I kind of put things away. I get into my workout outfit, whatever. I'll do that here in just a second. I'll edit that out of the video so you don't got to watch me dress. Anyway, 30 minutes, I listen to motivational speaking. I listen to someone who's just trying to get me pumped for the day, trying to get my attitude straight. Anyone who's just on a positive vibe, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. I listen to something different pretty much every day. It's all about getting the mind focused on progress, progressive thinking, progressive action. It's all too common for people to wake up in the morning and just start thinking, oh man, something, I got to take care of this, I got to do that. And they're thinking about business, they're thinking about what's going to happen in the day, they're thinking about who they got to show up for, they're thinking about what might happen that day, a bill they got to pay, whatever. It's all too common just to start getting the mind focused on, problem solving and a lot of times negative thinking. So I spend the first 30 minutes of every day. As soon as my alarm clock goes off, I just hit play on my diatomic routine. And immediately I hear the voice, whoever it is. Today it's Ed Milet.
So the first thing is the people I know that are really happy are very self-aware. In fact, the best entrepreneurs I know are very self-aware. They're aware of their shortcomings, right? They want to improve them. They want to get to the next version of themselves.
So I listen to someone who's just got a good attitude, a good message, a good whatever it is I can find on YouTube. Someone who's just got something to say that's going to put me on the proper path, the right path. I could get up first thing and check my text messages or check my email or look at Facebook or whatever, but that's just all chaos. It's a bunch of chaos. What I do is I select before I go to bed at night, I select something I'm going to listen to the next morning that's going to put my mind in the right place, in some kind of forward motion type of thinking. And that's what I do for the first 30 minutes every day. I crawl out of bed. I usually set my alarm and I put that thing across the room somewhere. I don't have a cell phone. I canceled my cell phone subscription recently. I don't have a cell phone. Yeah, I do have a little device that's like an old flip phone, but it has no cell service. If I use it for anything, it's just because it has a calculator on it, it's got an alarm setting on it, it can take notes or whatever, but I don't have a cell phone. I don't get text messages, I don't get phone calls. First thing in the morning, I set an alarm. I have an alarm. When it goes off, I set that alarm somewhere across the room. And as you can see, I've got 1,500 square feet. I set my alarm somewhere across the room so that I got to get out of bed and put my body in motion just to turn the damn thing off. So I walk across the room and it's somewhere next to my computer. When I turn my alarm off, I immediately hit start on my Dyatomec soundtrack. And I create these soundtracks. I got 10 of them. I'll let you download them for free. It's my contribution to the world. I create these, and yeah, of course, a lot of the music is copyright protected and stuff like that. So in the future, I'll hopefully be creating my own soundtracks that are not copyright protected because I just want to share this with the world. It's all about health. It's all about healing. It's about all about creating harmony with planet Earth. That's my mission, is to create humankind living in harmony with the planet, with all other living things, all other organisms on the planet. And you might start to think I'm a little nutso when I take that a step farther and I say it's all about humankind living in harmony with beings that are above us in intelligence, above us in lifespan, beings that live beyond planet Earth, beings that live both on and beyond planet Earth. I believe there are many beings that are more intelligent than humans who live both on and off planet Earth. So, if you can go with me that far in your mindset, you're welcome to journey there in your imagination. But if you're not quite on that level with me right now, that's fine. You can just agree that it's valuable for humans to live in harmony with our surroundings. That means the birds, the trees, the flowers, the organisms, the microbiology within the soil, the well, I'm trying not to get too weird for y'all, but basically living in harmony with everything, every element, and every form of consciousness that is around us. There are many levels of consciousness. Humans are somewhere in the middle, and that's the way I see it. We're somewhere in the middle. We're not way above everything else. That just tends to be our mindset, thinking that, we're smarter than the dogs and the cats and the microbiomes, the bacteria and the viruses. We're smarter than them. That's kind of the ego play, like, oh, we're smarter than everything else. We are the highest form of living. But no, I actually believe we're somewhere in the middle. There are just as many beings, consciousness, you this is a perfect example how I'm not all that smart. I don't have all the words for it. But no, we're just in the middle somewhere as far as like intelligence and life form. So my mission in life is to encourage humanity to live in harmony with all the other beings around us, both smarter and dumber. Live in harmony. We're not here to conquer anything. We're not here to submit to anything. We're here to be what we are and make our contribution to the greater, grander picture of all that is. So, I spend the first 30 minutes of every day listening to some type of positive motion speaking that's just here to take me and my mind forward.
In other words, joy is an actual action, not just an emotion. We feel a certain joy, there's a certain breathing, a certain movement in our body. Depression and sadness is something we do. We're more hunched over. Our breathing is more shallow, right? And so there's a correlation between the way you move your body and your emotion. They're directly, this is even before we get to dopamine hits and our nervous system being, I'm just telling you that the way you move your body is an emotion. You do emotions. And so when you move your body, you can't be in full workout mode, moving your body, running, walking, jumping jacks, jump rope, and be depressed. They don't go together simultaneously because your body doesn't get the connection. I'm moving like I'm joyful.
That's the first point I'd like to make. After my 30 minutes of listening to some motivational speaker, which right there, I've already got the track playing. This is Dyatomec underscore one. I've got the track playing in the background, so I'll turn it up and down so you can listen in as points go on. But after my 30 minutes, first I enjoy 5 minutes of dance. 5 minutes of moving my body as if I'm happy, as if I'm joyful, as if I'm having sex, as if I'm just having the best moment of my life. I spend 5 minutes just grooving and I'm moving, and I get my music playing so that I'm just feeling great. So I'm just jamming on the beat, you know? And that's how I spend those next 5 minutes of every single day. I'm going on, let's see, today is April 7th. So I'm going on 100 days in a row that I've been doing a diatomic routine, and I'll tell you what, in 100 days it has completely shifted my identity from what I thought I was to what I know I am now. 100 days, my life has completely shifted just by doing this diatomic routine every day. It's really the only thing that I've changed. I was living my life in a certain way, things were not going good. Well, then, boom! I created this diatomic routine, and now life is going a completely new way. I have so much more confidence. I have so much more awareness about my ability, about my contribution to the world. And I want to share this with the rest of the world because if everyone was here showing up in their power, with their contribution, with their intelligence, with their motivation, with their positivity. If everyone was showing up in this world, this would be such a more beautiful place. We wouldn't have these problems like global warming and war and all these things that are going on that everyone's complaining about. We wouldn't even have these issues because everyone would be showing up saying, what's the next best creative thing I can do? How can I contribute to the world? Well, how can I make everyone's life a little better today? Anyway, the point is I want to share this with you. I want to share a diatomic routine with you. It doesn't matter that I created this. Who gives a fuck who created it? The point is, I was inspired by Tim Ferriss when he said you can use the MED, the minimum effective dose, of some type of workout routine to create optimal results with the least amount of time input. Okay, so we have 24 hours in a day. They say if you work out for 1 hour a day, if you go to the gym for 1 hour, that's only 4% of your day. And you can create really amazing results by using only or by using only 4% of your day towards your physical health. Well, when people think of going to the gym, they think of just like pumping weights, you know, or just running on a treadmill, you know, just kind of spending 1 hour somehow in physical motion or pain or something. Well, I spent the last at least 6 years, probably closer to 10 years, kind of exploring uh, different ways of using my body and my diet to create results for myself, mentally and physically. And among all these different things I've discovered, and of course, this is still only the beginning of my journey, but I discovered dancing. Dancing is just an excellent way to just kind of reset the emotional state that I'm in. No matter what, I love to go out to a bar. I don't really drink. Sometimes I do drink, but I don't get drunk, you know. But I love to go out to a bar where there's music playing and just be the first one out there on the dance floor, you know. I love to move. I love to move as if I'm happy, you know. And I discovered the dance is just so beneficial to my emotional state. It can just reset the way I'm feeling. If I'm feeling sad, well, I start to act like I'm happy. I start to move like I'm happy, And magically I start to feel like I'm happy. It's I love dance, okay? So I discovered dance. That's one. Two, I discovered yoga. Yoga. Let's talk about yoga for just a second. You put your body in a posture, right? And just hold. And just wait. And just wait until it starts to burn. Or wait until it starts to feel uncomfortable. And then ask yourself, who am I? Who am I in discomfort? How do I respond to discomfort? How far am I willing to stretch? How far am I willing to go? How much oxygen am I willing to inhale? Yoga. I discovered in my yoga practice, I used to practice, 90 minutes at a time, something like that. But what I discovered is that as far as that minimum effective dose goes, I'm good at rhyming. As far as the minimum effective dose is concerned, I realized that 15 to 20 minutes of yoga will do almost as much as 90 minutes of yoga. And I've learned at least 45 postures that were really effective and really got me, feeling good, feeling like there was oxygen in my blood, feeling like I pushed through some pain barriers. I learned 45 plus poses that were really effective in my yoga routine. But I was inspired, like I said, by Tim Ferriss to scale this back to the minimum effective dose. So I asked myself, what is the minimum effective dose of a yoga routine, a yoga practice? And I realized 20 minutes was excellent. 15 minutes is just about as good. If you go any less than that, you're not quite getting to that point. If you're going 10 minutes, you're not quite eking it out, you're not quite understanding, you're not quite getting to the point of the pain barrier. You're not quite getting to the point of inhalation. You're not quite getting to the point of what's really inside here. So I figured it up to be 15 minutes, 1 minute per pose, 15 poses. So we got a 15-minute yoga routine that I put into every diatomic routine. So we start with 5 minutes of dance, reset the emotion, reset that emotion. We go from, oh, I'm just getting myself out of bed. Fuck this whole thing. I got all kinds of shit to do today. Whatever. Hit play. We start hearing some motivation. I spend those first 30 minutes, I make my bed, I do a little stretching, I drink some water, I say, okay, all right, we're ready to go. And when that music hits, I put in the music, the dance music. We got 5 minutes just to reset that emotion. We're dancing, just pretend. If nothing else, we just pretend. But unconsciously, the body starts to say, you know what, we are happy. You know what, I am feeling good. Oh yeah, this day's gonna turn out good. After those 5 minutes, we got this 15 minutes of yoga. You know, we start here, we start here, we start wherever it is. I got 15 postures that I do every single morning. And after the 5 minutes of dance and 15 minutes of yoga, we've had 20 minutes just to kind of reset, get geared up, get ready for what's next. After that, we go into aerobics. The whole point of the aerobics is to break a sweat. We want to break a sweat. You know why? Because when your body starts to sweat, your body shifts gears. The whole chemical flow, the whole mental process, everything the body is doing from the brain to the heart to the lungs to the digestion to the actual fibers and cells within your muscles. When you break a sweat, your body has shifted gears from I'm just trying to get up and get moving into here we are, here we go, we're present, here we're gonna knock things out, here we're gonna do what it takes, we're gonna get going, we're gonna amp it up. The body shifts gears into a whole new state of being when you break a sweat. Okay? If you don't break a sweat at least once a day, you're under the bar. Here's the bar. If you don't break a sweat, you're always just under here somewhere. You're always just down here. But when you break a sweat at least once a day, you're up here, okay? If you at least break a sweat, you're above here. If you at least drip one drop of sweat, you're somewhere up here, okay? And the sky's the limit above that. So you got to at least break a sweat once a day, and that's what the aerobic section is for in the diatomic routine. Start every day with a cold glass of water. Hot liquids are going to have a negative effect on your metabolism. Drink a cold glass of water first thing in the morning. At very least, drink room temperature water, but do not go for that cup of coffee yet. If you're going to have a cup of coffee, wait until afterwards. Okay? First thing you want to do every morning is drink some cold or at least room temperature water. And do that during that first 30 minutes of your diatomic routine. I'll let you download those for free. That's my contribution to the world because I want humanity to survive the next apocalypse. There have been several, at least 4 or 5, but I want humanity to survive the next apocalypse with flying colors, and that's why I contribute the diatomic routine to you free of charge, absolutely free, no matter what. I'll give you at least the first 10. At least the first 10. God has blessed me. God takes care of me. He provides for every one of my needs. So I'll give you the diatomic routine because God revealed it to me. Just use it well and use it with the right mindset and use it with the right heart. Use it for your children. Use it for what you really believe in. Wake up first thing in the morning and hit play on a diatomic routine. 30 minutes, take a glass of cold water, do some stretching, get geared up, just listen, just listen to whoever's talking to you. Then for the next 5 minutes, you'll dance, okay? Get groovy. For the next 15 minutes after that, do some yoga, do some yoga, stretch it out. We got some good stretches in there. We got all kinds of good stuff. There's 15 postures that I've narrowed down from all the yoga postures that I've learned over the years. I narrowed it down to 15 of the most essential postures. I'm going to show those to you here in just about 8 minutes, 7 minutes, something like that. So let me hurry up quick. Then we go into the aerobics routine. Okay, we're going to just do a whole body aerobics workout. It's all about getting the heart rate up, getting the breath rate up, getting oxygen in the blood, and breaking a sweat. You want to break a sweat, break a sweat, break a sweat. That's what it's all about. If you break a sweat, if you start dripping sweat, if sweat falls from your face, you have succeeded in the diatomic routine. Whatever you do for the rest of the routine, as long as that soundtrack is playing, I don't care. I don't care. If you break a sweat, you can call it a success. And that's what I do every single morning for 100 days in a row now. Every single morning, if I break a sweat during the aerobic section of my diatomic routine, I consider it a success, a successful day. So it's only 6 o'clock in the morning, and I know whether or not it's a successful day. Because if I broke a sweat, if I dripped even one drop of sweat, I know that today is a success. Because I got my heart rate up, I got oxygen in my blood, and I broke a sweat. My body kicked into the mode of here we are to survive and do our best. We're here to drip some sweat to regulate the temperature of the body. And so it is a success because the body is working, the body is healthy, the body is processing, the body is eliminating toxins, and now the body is ready to rock whatever comes our way today. And that's how I know whether it's a successful day. If I drip even one drop of sweat, I know today is a success. No matter what else happens, successful day because this morning I sweated. That's it. That's it. When you can call today a success, I've got 100 days of success stacking up. And I can't even tell you how much that means when it comes to my self-identity, when it comes to my identity, when it comes to the way I see myself, when it comes to the way I look in the mirror and I feel about what I see. When I have 100 days of success stacked up, that means a lot. That goes a long ways. It goes a long ways to the way I interact with people, the way I treat people, the deals I agree to make with people, the type of job I'm willing to accept, the type of tasks I'm willing to do. It goes a long ways towards the type of wage I'm willing to accept when I know that I've got 100 successful days stacked up and counting. And I don't plan on slowing down. Next, after you break a sweat, we slow down into Tai Chi. We do 10 minutes of Tai Chi. Now, I simplify this. If you're some Tai Chi guru or something, you might think that this is just too simple or we don't quite do enough or whatever. But my Tai Chi discipline is to breathe with my motion. I breathe in, I breathe out. And that's it for 10 minutes. Breathe in, breathe out. I connect the breath with the motion. Connect breath with movement. This is all that I need to do for 10 minutes. Connect breath with movement. Now, if I want to get fancy, if I really feel inspired, I may find other ways to move. But no matter what, for 10 minutes, I move with my breath. And that puts me in a state of harmony with my own self. Harmony between my own breathing, my own oxygen intake, and my own consumption of oxygen through the firing of combustion that it takes to move the muscles of my body in order to stay in motion. So the oxygen intake with the combustion of oxygen, which creates movement in the muscles of my body. We create harmony along those parameters. And that's what the entire Tai Chi section is for in a diatomic routine.
Many things in your life that you've not visited either mentally.
We're still within these first 30 minutes. There's so much that we can accomplish in these first 30 minutes. There's so much you can do in the first 30 minutes of your day while in the back of your mind you're just listening to some positive influence, okay? There's so many people. Just look on YouTube. Look up positive motivation speaker. Look up positive influence. Look up some type of educational thinking. Look up how do I do math. Look up anything on YouTube, online, in your own library. Find whatever you have to. Just find some sort of positive, educational, motivational speaker who's willing to share his advice with you, and listen to that for the first 30 minutes of the day. And there's so much you can do during that first 30 minutes. Make your bed, drink some water. The one thing I'll say don't do is don't take hot liquids into your body. That'll kill your metabolism. And don't go ahead and eat anything just yet. You can eat afterwards. But working on this empty stomach, your body is in autophagy because you've been sleeping all through the night. So your body is going to be burning lean carbs. It's going to be burning the fat. It's going to be keeping your body in a good state of metabolism. So don't eat anything just yet. Save breakfast until after the diatomic routine. Okay, this soundtrack is about to start. I'm not sure exactly how soon, but let me get to the next few things. After Tai Chi, we Om. Now, personally, I sit down with this here. I Om for 5 minutes. Usually I sit down in lotus. Sometimes I'll stand. I was alone in okay, it's starting already. So we'll get into it. I Om for 5 minutes. The Om sends a vibration from here, throughout the entire body. During Om, relax the entire body. Just let that vibration move all the way into your fingertips, all the way into your toes. That vibration will move through your body. It'll align the cellular structure. It'll align the molecular structure of your entire body according to what you're creating with the visual cortex and other mind organs in your brain. So use that Om to visualize your life, to visualize what you wish to create out of your life, and just Om and just use your power, and you'll find that the actual Om comes from here. Even though you're creating sound from here, or from here, or from here, the actual power comes from here. So align this with this and create a vision of your life and Om that vision into your life. Next, we're going to sit down and meditate for 10 minutes. As you meditate, just ask yourself, who am I? Who am I? It's the most valuable question you will ever ask yourself. And while you got these endorphins pumping through your brain after those 12 minutes of aerobics, just ask yourself, who am I? And feel good about who you are. Who am I? Who are you? Who am I? Who are you? That's what the meditation section is for. Ask yourself, who am I? Who are you? After meditation, if you have someone else with you, look him in the eye for the duration of the final song, which is usually something inspirational and motivational. And just look someone in the eye, silently. Just stare him in the eye. If you got a whole group of people, pick someone out of the group and just look him in the eye. Well, here we go.
Hallelujah, girl, sit your hallelujah, 'cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you, 'cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you, 'cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Saturday night and we in the spot, don't believe it, just watch. Look, if you had one shot, one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted, one moment that you capture, just let it slip. Yo. This house in the music, the moment you own it, you better never let it go. You only get one shot, do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better lose this house in the music, the moment you own it, you better never let it go. You only get one shot, do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better shake. Yeah, 'cause the break, 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 and the break, 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 break. Stop, shake, 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 shake. I shake it, 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 Hey, just think while you've been getting down and out about the liars and the dirty, dirty cheats of the world, you could have been getting down to this sick beat. My ex-man brought his new girlfriend. She's like, oh my god, I'm just gonna shake into the fella over there with the hella good hair. Won't you come on over, baby? We can shake, shake, shake. Oppan Gangnam Style. Oppan Gangnam Style.
Then yoga. Posture number 1. Wait for the ding.
You can't knock me down. Can't knock me down. I got an army in my soul. I let the flames lead to go. Got strength you don't know about. So bring what you got, bring it out. You can't knock me down. Can't knock me down. I fight, I bleed, I always stand my ground. You can't knock me down. Can't knock me down. I see the light and feel the sky. I feel the fire begin to rise. You can't knock me down. Can't knock me down. I fight, I bleed, I always stand my ground. You can't knock me down. Can't knock me down. You can't knock me down. Can't knock me down. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again. Because a vision softly creeping left its scenes while I was sleeping. And the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence. In restless dreams I walked alone, narrow streets and cobblestone. Beneath the halo of a street lamp, I turned my collar to the cold and damp. When my eyes were staring by the flash of a neon light that split the night and touched the sound of silence. And in the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more. People talking without speaking. People hearing without listening. People writing songs that voices never share. No one dared disturb the sound of silence. Fools say, ah, you do not know. Silence like a cancer grows. Hear my words that I might reach you. Take my arms that I might reach you. Of silence.
When you call my name, when you love me gently, call my name, when you love me gently, when you call my name, when you love me gently. Why, when you call my name, when you love me gently. Why, why,
Quads, the largest muscle on the body. So we're gonna work the quads for 1 minute. Listen for the bell. If you want to, count your reps, but there's no need. Feel the burn. The point is to move into the burn. What we're gonna do in these next 12 minutes is break a sweat. Get your heart rate up, get your breath rate up, get oxygen in the blood, break a sweat. So we're just squatting. Squat, squat, squat. We're working the biggest muscle in the body. We're gonna get lots of blood moving through the veins. Lots of blood moving through the arteries. Break a sweat. Go hard. Go hard. If you have to, keep it low and just bounce. What you're doing is creating a burn. Go for the burn. No matter what, just make it burn. When it starts to burn, that's good. When it starts to hurt, that's good. Next thing, chest. Push-ups. Do as many as you can. You got 60 seconds to break a sweat. Push-ups. Push-ups. Up, down. When it starts to burn, you're doing good. When it starts to burn, you're doing it right.
It's mine.
When it hurts too much and you can't go on, good girl push-ups on the knees, all the way down. Do as much as you can. Do as much as you can. If it hurts too much, have push-ups. Just keep moving. No matter what, just keep moving. All we want to do is break the sweat. Keep the heart rate up. Make it burn. Next thing on the list, abs. Abs. You want to make it burn. Above all else, go for the burn. In order to grow, you must shed who you are. In order to grow into the person you are to be, you must get rid of the person you are now. You must burn away the person you were yesterday. Go for the burn. When you burn, you're shedding your skin of the person you were yesterday. You're becoming the person you're going to be today and tomorrow. So go for the burn. The burn, what you know, is turning you in the person you're going to be. Go for the burn. For 1 minute, just keep the body moving. Jumping jacks. If you got to get some water, get some water. But keep the body moving. Keep the body moving. Keep it moving. Keep blood flowing. Keep oxygen coming in. You don't want that heart rate to drop. We're putting oxygen in the blood. We're getting oxygen in the blood. You're breaking a sweat. Don't drink too much water, or it'll upset your stomach, and it'll prevent you from getting the good workout that you need. So just keep the body moving. I prefer jumping jacks during this 1 minute interval. If you have to, just jog in place. If nothing else, just do this. Just keep the body in motion. Okay? Next workout, this is the hardest one. Full body. Burpees. Do as many as you can. You got 1 minute. Make it burn, make it hurt. You got a short window of time. Get this oxygen in the blood. You got a short window of time. Get your body sweating. You want to create as much sweat as possible. If it's too much, one leg. Just slow down, slow down. Doesn't matter. Just keep the body moving. Next, kicks. Front kicks.
Yeah. For those of you that want to know what we're all about, it's like this, y'all.
All we're doing is making it burn. The lungs are gonna start burning. Okay? The lungs will burn. Your throat will burn. Your muscles will burn. Your brain will burn. Make it burn. The burn is good. The burn is the goal. Make it burn. Go for the burn. Side kicks.
He knows the code. It's not about the salary, it's all about reality and making some noise, making a story, making sure his click stays up. That means when he puts it down, times are picking it up. Let's go. Anyway, he never really talks much, never concerned with status, but still he
We want to break the sweat. Go hard. Do not hold back. Switch sides. Front kicks. Go for the burn. When it hurts, that's good. Side kicks. Make it hurt. Break the sweat. Make it hurt. Make it burn. Make it burn. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Okay. We got a 1 minute interval. Just jog in place. If you need water, take a couple of gulps. Not too much. You don't want to puke. We got one more 3-minute session. We're going to do a couple of combo punches. If you have gloves, strap them on. If you have weights, pick them up. This is a burnout session. Okay, we're going to do one combo. One boxing combo. Jab, jab, cross. Hook, hook, kick. Then we're going to switch. Jab, jab, cross. Hook, hook, kick. For the third 1 minute, we're just going to burn out like this. Okay? Start whichever side you want to. Jab, jab, cross. Hook, hook, kick. Remember, you're just breaking a sweat. Make it burn. Work from the core. Work from the core. Jab, jab, cross, hook, hook, kick. Remember, guard your ears. Jab, jab, cross, hook, hook, kick. Jab, jab, cross. Make it burn. You want to break the sweat? Break the sweat. Break the sweat. Jab, jab, cross, hook, hook, kick. Jab, jab, cross, hook, hook, kick. Okay, switch. Jab. Make it burn. My lungs are burning right now. Doesn't mean I'm gonna stop. I only got 1 minute left. Breaking a sweat. Jab, jab, cross, hook, hook, kick. Okay, now it's a burnout. Burnout. Arms up. Eyes up. For the burn. Go for the burn. Embrace the burn. No water. No water yet. No water yet. You'll see why. This is connect the movement with the breath. Move as you breathe. If you're breathing fast, move fast. In, out. In, out. Move with the breath. Move with the breath. You're breathing fast, move fast. Now we om for 5 minutes. The note does not not matter. The note that you produce does not matter. What matters is that you relax your vocal box, which means everything in the neck, including the shoulders, and that you allow your body to produce a vibration. What matters, besides the note that you produce, is the fact that you allow your body to produce sound. And that you listen with acceptance to whatever sound the body produces. Now, spend 10 minutes reflecting on the question, who am I? Who are you? Who are you? Who am I? Who are you? Who am I? When you're entering into the meditation, it's beneficial to stretch out the body, to get the spine straight and relaxed. So you can do some of these stretches, twist. The forward bend. The back bend. Now, who are you? And now, possibly the most important part of the diatomic routine is to connect with another human being. So as this next song plays, find the nearest human, or animal, or plant, or any living thing, but preferably human, and just look this person in the eyes for the duration of the song. And if there's no other person nearby, then look in the mirror. Make eye contact with yourself. Just recognize the soul within that person. Recognize the life within that person. Recognize the value of that person. In silence, just look into the eyes.
Let's come together as one. There are people dying. Oh, it's time to lend a hand to life. The greatest gift of all. We can't go on pretending day by day. Got to know somewhere we'll soon make a change. We are a part of God's great big family. And the truth, you know, love is all we need.
We are the children. We are the ones who make it brighter every day. So let's start giving. There's a choice we're making. We're saving our own lives. It's true, we make a better day. Just you and me. Well, send your heart so they know that someone cares. And their life will be stronger and free. As God has shown us by turning stone to bread. And so we all must lend a helping hand. We are the world. We are the children. We are the ones who make a bright day. So let's start giving. Oh, there's a choice we're making. We're saving our lives. If you will make a better day, just you and me. When you're down and out, there is no hope at all. But we just believe that we can go. About where the realize, oh, that it's gonna come. When we stand together as one. We are the children. We are the ones who make a brighter day. So let's start giving. And the choice we're making, we're saving our lives. We are the world. We are the children. We are the ones who make a brighter day. So let's start giving. There's a choice we're making. We're saving our own lives. It's true, we make a better day. Just you and me. We make a better day. Just you and me. Come on, let me hear you. It's just you and me. Come on, let me hear you. We are the world. We are the children. We are the ones who make a brighter day. So let's start giving. There's a choice we're making. We're saving our lives. It's true, we make a better day. Just you and me. Yeah, yeah. We are the world. We are the children. We are the ones who make a better day. So let's start giving. So let's start giving.
Thank you for being part of the collective body of human beings making a difference on this planet. Thank you for doing your part to bring harmony to all life. God bless you on your journey. God bless us all on this journey.